Alright, picture this, you finally got your finances somewhat organized. You're budgeting, you're saving, you're even dabbling in a bit of investing. You found M1 Finance, and you're loving the automated pies, the strategic allocation, the whole shebang. But then, it hits you. Payday loans, and you're staring at your paycheck wondering, can I just skip the middleman and send that money straight into my M1 Finance account? Can I direct deposit to M1 Finance? That's the question we're diving into today. It's a question that, honestly, pops up a lot. Because let's face it, in today's fast-paced world, who has time for extra steps? We want efficiency, we want seamlessness, and we want our money working for us as quickly as possible. Now, before we jump into the nitty-gritty, let's take a moment to understand why this question even matters. Direct deposit, for those who might be unfamiliar, is the electronic transfer of funds directly from a payer's account to a payee's account. It's the standard way most employers pay their employees, and it's become synonymous with convenience. Think about it, no more waiting for checks to clear, no more trips to the bank, just money appearing magically in your account on payday. And for investors, direct deposit can be a game changer. It allows you to automate your investing, ensuring that a portion of your paycheck is automatically allocated to your investment portfolio. This means you're consistently building wealth without having to lift a finger. It removes the temptation to spend that money on something else, and it capitalizes on the power of dollar-cost averaging. M1 Finance, with its focus on automated investing and personalized portfolios, seems like the perfect platform for direct deposit. You create your pie, set your allocation, and then just let the money flow in. But is it really that simple? Let's break down the mechanics of M1 Finance first. M1 Finance is a platform built around the concept of pies. These pies are essentially custom-built portfolios where you can allocate your investments across different stocks, ETFs, and even other pies. The platform then automatically rebalances your portfolio based on your target allocations. Now, traditionally, you would fund your M1 Finance account through a linked bank account. You'd initiate a transfer from your bank to your M1 Finance account, and then the funds would be used to purchase the assets in your pie. This process works, but it can take a few business days for the funds to settle. So, where does direct deposit fit into this picture? The short answer is, it's not a traditional direct deposit like you might expect from a standard bank account. M1 Finance doesn't provide a routing number and account number that you can give to your employer for direct deposit. But that doesn't mean you're out of luck. There are alternative methods that allow you to achieve a similar outcome. The key here is to leverage the automation features of both your bank and M1 Finance. The most common method is to set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your M1 Finance account on payday. Most banks allow you to schedule recurring transfers, so you can set it and forget it. You can choose the amount you want to transfer, the frequency, and the date. This method essentially replicates the effect of direct deposit. Your money is automatically transferred to your M1 Finance account on payday, allowing you to invest without any manual intervention. Another option, if you have a high-yield savings account or another account you use for general savings, you could set up a transfer from your paycheck to that account, and then set up a recurring transfer from that account to your M1 Finance account. This can be useful for those who want to separate their savings and investing funds. Now, let's talk about the benefits of using these automated transfers. First and foremost, it's about consistency. By automating your investing, you're ensuring that you're consistently contributing to your portfolio, regardless of market conditions. This is crucial for long-term wealth building. Secondly, it eliminates the emotional aspect of investing. When you have to manually transfer funds, you might be tempted to delay or skip a transfer if you're feeling anxious about the market. But with automation, you're taking the emotion out of the equation. Thirdly, it saves you time and effort. You don't have to remember to transfer funds every payday. It's all done automatically, allowing you to focus on other things. However, there are a few things to keep in mind when setting up these automated transfers. First, you need to ensure that you have sufficient funds in your checking account to cover the transfer. You don't want to overdraft your account. Secondly, you need to be mindful of the transfer limits and processing times. Some banks may have limits on the amount you can transfer, and it may take a few business days for the funds to settle in your M1 Finance account. Thirdly, you need to carefully review your allocation settings in your M1 Finance pie. You want to make sure that your investments are aligned with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Now, let's address some common questions that people have about direct deposit and M1 Finance. Can I use my M1 Finance account number and routing number for direct deposit? As mentioned earlier, no, M1 Finance doesn't offer a routing number and account number for direct deposit. How long does it take for funds to settle in my M1 Finance account? The processing time can vary depending on your bank and M1 Finance. It typically takes a few business days for the funds to settle. Can I schedule recurring transfers on M1 Finance? Yes, you can schedule recurring transfers from your linked bank account to your M1 Finance account. This is how you achieve the effective direct deposit. What happens if I don't have enough funds in my checking account to cover the transfer? The transfer will fail, and you may incur overdraft fees from your bank. It's important to ensure that you have sufficient funds in your account. Can I use direct deposit to fund my M1 Spend checking account? This is a different angle. M1 Spend, the checking account offered by M1 Finance, does offer direct deposit. You can set up direct deposit to your M1 Spend account using the routing and account number provided by M1 Finance. From there, you could then set up automated transfers from M1 Spend to your M1 Invest account. This is a potential workaround that gives you more control over the flow of funds. So, to recap, while M1 Finance doesn't offer traditional direct deposit to its investment accounts, you can achieve a similar outcome by setting up automated transfers from your bank account. This allows you to consistently invest in your portfolio without any manual intervention. The key is to leverage the automation features of both your bank and M1 Finance. By doing so, you can streamline your investing process and build wealth more efficiently. Ultimately, the goal is to make investing as seamless and effortless as possible. And while the lack of direct deposit might seem like a drawback, the alternative methods are just as effective, if not more so, in some cases. And, of course, always do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.